Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the present perfect. The present perfect is a verb tense that's feared by some and loved by others. We Brazilian students of English, we fear the present perfect sometimes because in our language, Portuguese language, we don't have a verb tense that completely makes reference to the present perfect in English. We have some similarities, but not all of them. And sometimes it's really difficult when you cannot use your mother tongue as a reference to the language you're learning. So, today in our class, we are going to understand the present perfect rather than thinking about a way of translating it into our mother tongue. And this way, we're going to be able to use the present perfect correctly. Let's go! So, the first thing we need to understand about the present perfect is that it's a verb tense that expresses a connection between the past and the present. There's always something that started in the past and continues in the present or has just finished in the present. Let's see. Here we have three examples, three sentences in three different verb tenses. The first one, Fernanda is a teacher. I am a teacher, that's me. Fernanda is a teacher is a fact about Fernanda. So it's a fact about me. I use the present simple for facts. Remember that? So here we have it. The second sentence, she started teaching English in 2009. So she started something. It's a simple past action. Can you see? ED in the end of the verb expresses the simple past. So she started teaching English in 2009 is the simple past. So I started in 2009 and I continue in the present moment. So here we have a connection, past and present. So here I have my present perfect sentence. She has taught English for 11 years. Has taught is the present perfect. And she has taught means that she started teaching in the past and she continues teaching in the present. Something very important here for us to understand is that the present perfect is a present verb tense. It expresses something in the present. So, in this situation here, she has taught English for 11 years. I still teach in the present because if the present situation is different from the past situation, I use past simple. She started teaching English. I started. I'm not starting anymore. Now I have a lot of experience. So it's not the beginning anymore. So this is the past. And now she has taught English for 11 years is the connection past and present. So this is one of the uses of the present perfect. It's when the situation started in the past and continues in the present moment. Okay? Now let's see how the structure of the present perfect is formed. Okay? She has taught English for 11 years. Here I have my example back. And let's focus on the verbs that we have in the sentence. She has taught English for 11 years. So here I have my auxiliary verb and my main verb. The auxiliary verb for the present perfect is have or has. Depends on the subject. If the subject is I, you, we, and they, we use have. If the subject is he, she, it, we use has. Okay? The same rule for the present simple in the verbs that have he, she, it as subject. And the main verb I have here is to teach. But the main verb is in the past participle. Let's remember, Regular verbs end in ed. They end in ed in simple past and past participle. And irregular verbs, they're different. And we have to memorize based on many tables. Many English books have those tables. You can find it online also if you search for a table of irregular verbs in the past. And this is the third column of the verbs. So it's teach, taught, taught. Luckily, the verb to teach is equal in the simple past and the past participle. It happens to many verbs. So here we have has, taught is the structure for the present perfect. Auxiliary verb and main verb. Okay? This sentence is affirmative. In order to form a negative sentence, it's very simple. You just add not to the auxiliary verb. So, she hasn't taught English is the same as she has not taught English. So, in negative sentences, just add not to the auxiliary verb after the auxiliary verb. Okay? And here finally we have an interrogative sentence. Has she taught English for 11 years? So, my question involves inversion again. I take the affirmative structure, she has taught, and I change the position of the subject and the auxiliary verb. Has she taught English for 11 years? Okay? And that's it. So after we see a certain number of verb tenses and their structures, it's almost automatic to be able to form other interrogative and negative structures with other verb tenses because the structure just repeats itself. Inversion, auxiliary verb, and so on. Same old, same old. It's not difficult, okay? We just have to practice. English is not a complicated language, and the present perfect is not so much of a complicated verb tense. We just have to study and practice. So keep tuned in, watch all of our videos, and you will practice with us, okay? Now we are going to see some situations. When should we use the present perfect, all right? In order to illustrate to you a situation in the present perfect, I have decided to show one of my gifts. I have drawn a little bit. So this is my friend Jenny. This is Jenny the last time I saw her before today. And this is Jenny, I see her right now. So I think you can see the difference. She had a long hair in the past. Now she has a short hair. So what do I say to her? Wow, you've cut your hair. So here I have, you've cut your hair. You have cut your hair. You've cut is the contraction for you have cut, okay? So, she is very different now. Look how long her hair was. Look how short it is now. So here we have something new information. The short hair is the new information here. So when you have new information, we use the present perfect, okay? So she actually cut her hair in some point of the past. I don't know when, we haven't talked about it yet, but she has cut it in the past. For me, that's new. And now her hair continues cut. It's not long again. No, it's going to be short for some time. So I say, you've cut your hair. Okay? Now, no more drawings. We have another example. I've lost my glasses. Imagine I don't have my glasses. I've lost them. I don't know where they are. I have lost, or I've lost, the contraction is also the present perfect. I lost my glasses in some moment of the past. I don't know when, I don't know where. Otherwise, I would go there and get them back. I've lost them, and in the present, I still don't have them. But imagine if I lose my glasses and then I find them, I say, oh, I lost my glasses, but now I found them. Okay, I have found them because I found them in the past and they continue here in the present. But if I lose them and I still don't know where they are, remember this is a verb tense that expresses a present action, not a past. So I say I've lost my glasses. I still don't know where they are. The situation from the past remains the same in the present. Okay? Can you get that? There are two important verbs in this verb tense that have a different meaning, not really different, but a specific meaning when we have the present perfect. And here they are, verb to be and the verb to go in this specific situation. When I say I've been to Paris twice, I have been is the present perfect. Here I'm talking about my experience. I'm not in Paris right now. I'm in my house in Brazil. But I say I've been to Paris twice because it was an experience I had in the past. And what's the connection to now? I have this experience in my mind. Maybe I have some pictures. So every life experience you have, you can use the present perfect with it. All right? So when you say you have been to a place, been to indicates that you have visited this place. Okay? However, if you use the verb to go, for example, she's gone to Paris. She's gone. The S here indicates has. She has gone to Paris. So in this case, how can you say the difference between the contraction of the verb to be and the contraction of the verb has? Depends on the next verb. Okay? If the next verb is ing, it's probably verb to be. And if it's not, it's probably the present perfect. Also, you can notice the difference by the context. You see that in this context, it's necessary a present perfect sentence, not a present continuous. Okay? She's gone to Paris. It means that she's either in Paris right now or on her way to Paris. She's not here. So when you use gone, for example, my friend Sandra, she's on vacation right now, and she and her family, they are visiting Europe. So right now she's in Paris, and then somebody asked me, have you heard from Sandra? I said, yeah, she's gone to Paris. She's enjoying Paris right now. She's there right now. Okay? So this is the difference between these two. When we use gone, it means that the person, she in this case, she is there or she is on her way there. All right? There are three words that we use often with the present perfect, and these words are just, already, and yet. So, in what situation do we use them? Let's see the example. Would you like something to eat? No thanks, I've just had lunch. When you say I have just had lunch, Just means in a short time ago. So 5 minutes ago I finished having lunch. So I've just had lunch. All right? What time are you going to the bank? I've already been there. So in this case, we use already when it means before expected, when the situation was completed before the other speaker's expectation. Okay? Finally, have you finished the activities yet? No, not yet. In this case, yet means that the speaker, the first speaker, expects the action to be done by now. It expresses kind of a hurry. Okay, so let's go. Have you finished it yet? I'm in a hurry. Remember that yet we only use in questions and in negative sentences, not affirmative. Okay? Here it is, Unit 7, Present Perfect 1. I have done. Section A. Study this example situation. I've lost my key. Look at him, poor him. Tom is completely lost. Look at his face. He's a little upset, a little frustrated. Where is his key? Tom is looking for his key. He can't find it. He has lost his key. He has lost his key is equal to he lost it recently, and he still doesn't have it. Have or has lost is the present perfect simple. For I, we, you, they, we use have, or I've, we've, they've, you've in the contracted form, and the verb in the past participle, for example, finished, lost, done, been, etc. For he, she, it, we use has, or the contracted form, his, she's, its, finished, lost, done, been, etc. The present perfect simple is have, has plus past participle. The past participle often ends in ed, finished, decided. Remember the regular verbs? But many important verbs are irregular. For example, lost, done, written, etc. So if you want to see a list of these verbs, you may check the appendix 1 of the material. Section B. When we say that something has happened, this is usually new information. For example, ow, I've cut my finger. Or, the road is closed. There's been or there has been an accident. From the news, police have arrested 2 men in connection with the robbery. So, here they are, 3 examples of new information with the present perfect. When we use the present perfect, there is a connection with now. The action in the past has a result now. For example, let's read with me. Where's your key? I don't know. I've lost it. I don't have it now. He told me his name, but I've forgotten it. I can't remember it now. Is Sally here? No, she's gone out. She is out now. I can't find my bag. Have you seen it? Do you know where it is now? Section C. Note the difference between gone to and been to. Let's read the examples together. James is on holiday. He has gone to Italy. This means he is there now or on his way there. But if you say, Jane is back home now, she has been to Italy. She has not come back. She's not in Italy anymore. All right? Section D. You can use the present perfect with just, already, and yet. Just means a short time ago. Let's read the examples together. Are you hungry? No, I've just had lunch. So it means I had lunch a short time ago. Hello, have you just arrived? Have you arrived a very short time ago? As for already, we use already to say that something happened sooner than expected. For example, don't forget to pay your electricity bill. I've already paid it. What time is Mark leaving? He's already left. So, in these two situations, it happened before expected. Yet means until now. Yet shows that the speaker is expecting something to happen. Use yet only in questions and negative sentences. For example, has it stopped raining yet? Or, I've written the email, but I haven't sent it yet. Section E. You also use the past simple, did, went, had, etc. in the examples on this page. So you can say, is Sally here? No, she went out. Or no, she's gone out. Are you hungry? No, I just had lunch. Or I've just had lunch. If you say, is Sally here? No, she went out. You're thinking of the action of leaving the house. To go out. This is a complete action. And then there is no connection. We don't focus on the connection with the present time. That means that she's still out. But if you say she's gone out, you focus on the fact that she hasn't returned yet. The same case is when you talk about having lunch in the second example. I just had lunch. You focus on completing the action of eating lunch, and that's it. If you use the second one, I've just had lunch, you're focusing on the fact that you're still full now, you're still satisfied. You've just had lunch. You had lunch a short time ago, and in the present moment, your lunch continues to be concluded, continues to be fulfilling your belly. Here we finish our first present perfect class. We're still going to talk about the present perfect in the second class, and still this week you will have the video. So keep tuned in, okay? Stay with us, and you will see the continuity. And in the next class, we are going to talk about more situations we can use the present perfect, okay? Thank you for your company. And if you have a doubt, leave a comment here, okay? And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. So, thank you and bye bye.